Okay, so now it is time to turn our greens. Oh, they really look fantastic. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of water that has accumulated in the chard. So we are going to turn this up to let some of this water cook out. Turns the water a beautiful red color. And as you can see, the mushrooms add such a beautiful dimension to these greens. That's why I like to add mushrooms. And sometimes I like to chop the mushrooms up really small the way I have it here. And then other times I like to chop them up big. So it's really your call. So now the greens are just about done. We're going to leave it uncovered so that we can cook some of this water out of it. And that just looks fantastic. As you can see, the greens have turned a darker green color, which lets you know that they're starting to cook. Some people might prefer to eat it just like this, which is fine. You could take it off the stove now, but we're going to cook it just a little bit more, just to let some of this water cook out, and then we're going to put our oil and add our extra spices. To me, it looks like it needs just a tad more coriander, so we'll add a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more cayenne. Okay, so our greens are done. They look absolutely fabulous. We've added our spices. We've cooked pretty much all of the water out. It looks great. So now that it's completely done, now is the time to add the oil. So we're going to actually take it off the stove because the oil cannot be cooked. So we're going to do that first. We're going to turn the stove off. We're going to move it off the heat. And you know, when you hear on all these cooking shows, they tell you, oh, add olive oil because it's lower fat than butter. That's not really the point. The point is that you need the essential fatty acids. And so in order to get that, again, we cannot cook with the oil. So we're going to add it, and it doesn't really matter how much we add. I actually add what is generally the equivalent of about a 1/4 cup of oil. You could add more or less. It's really hard to overdo it. And it's going to give the greens a really beautiful shine. That just looks fantastic. That just looks fantastic. I'm getting very hungry watching this unfold before my eyes. So there you have it, red chard with baby bella mushrooms and garlic, and the oil that has been added after. So now we absolutely have to taste it because I'm really hungry now. Okay. All right, so now we're going to taste these greens because I am so hungry. I've been cooking and cooking and cooking, and I haven't had a chance to taste anything. So here we go. Oh my God, this is so good. This is incredible. What I love about this recipe is that you can taste every single ingredient. If you were to cook these greens with oil, you wouldn't taste the flavor of the olive oil. And now you get the essential fatty acids. We've added the correct type of salt in there. You get all the minerals from the greens. We didn't overcook the greens. It tastes fantastic, and you can really, the flavor really comes through. The mushrooms add an incredible flavor to it. So what I would like to encourage you to do is experiment on your own. add onions. You can saute onions and garlic together, onions, garlic, and peppers together, and then add the greens. There's multiple, infinite really, combinations. Just use what you like best. I happen to prefer garlic, so I do garlic and mushroom most of the time. But this is absolutely incredible, and this is the way to eat your greens without cooking with oil. It only took about 10 minutes to prepare, so you can't use that excuse that you don't have the time. It tastes absolutely wonderful, and I really hope that you will enjoy it. I hope that you'll try this recipe or experiment on your own.